The Indian subcontinent's partition in 1947 led to the creation of India and Pakistan. This historic event was marred by widespread violence and displacement. The two nations were immediately embroiled in conflict over Kashmir. The First Kashmir War set the stage for a long-standing rivalry. Subsequent conflicts, including the 1965 and 1971 wars, deepened the animosity. The 1999 Kargil conflict highlighted the dangers of escalation. Cross-border terrorism, particularly in Kashmir, remains a constant source of tension. Despite numerous peace talks, the India-Pakistan relationship remains fragile. India and Pakistan possess large and battle-hardened armies. India, with its larger population, has a numerical advantage in personnel and reserves. The Indian Army fields main battle tanks like the T-90 and Arjun. Pakistan counters with tanks like the Type 99 and Al-Khalid. India holds a qualitative and quantitative edge in artillery. Both countries have invested in infantry modernization. Special forces units on both sides have gained prominence. The mountainous terrain of Kashmir presents unique challenges. The Siachen Glacier exemplifies the harsh conditions faced by soldiers. India maintains a clear advantage in naval capabilities. The Indian Navy operates an aircraft carrier, the INS Vikramaditya. Pakistan focuses on a strategy of sea denial with submarines and missile boats. India has been modernizing its navy, acquiring new warships and submarines. Pakistan's naval modernization includes acquiring Chinese-made submarines. Both nations have invested in maritime patrol aircraft. Control of the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal is crucial for both. Increased naval activity from extra-regional powers adds complexity. India maintains a numerical and technological edge in the air domain. The Indian Air Force operates diverse combat aircraft like Sukhoi Su-30 MKIs and Rafale jets. Pakistan relies on F-16S and JF-17 Thunder fighters. India has been modernizing its air force, acquiring new aircraft. Both countries possess airborne early warning and control aircraft. Air defense capabilities have significantly improved on both sides. The air domain remains a critical battleground in any potential conflict. The use of drones and UAVs adds a new dimension to air power. Both India and Pakistan possess nuclear weapons, making any conflict between them a grave concern for the entire world. The presence of these weapons of mass destruction means that any escalation could potentially lead to catastrophic consequences, not just for the region, but for global peace and security. India conducted its first nuclear tests in 1974, marking its entry into the nuclear club. Pakistan followed suit in 1998, conducting its own tests in response to India's actions. These tests were significant milestones in the history of both nations, demonstrating their nuclear capabilities to the world and altering the strategic balance in South Asia. Despite their nuclear capabilities, both countries maintain a no-first-use policy, which means they pledge not to use nuclear weapons as a means of warfare unless first attacked by an adversary using nuclear weapons. This policy is intended to act as a deterrent and to prevent the outbreak of a nuclear war. India's nuclear triad, which includes land-based missiles, submarine-launched missiles, and aircraft-delivered bombs, ensures that it has a credible and survivable second strike capability. This means that even if one leg of the triad is compromised, the other two can still deliver a retaliatory strike, thereby deterring any potential aggressor. Pakistan's nuclear arsenal, on the other hand, includes a range of land-based missiles and tactical nuclear weapons. These tactical nuclear weapons are designed for use on the battlefield, and are intended to counter India's conventional military superiority. The development and deployment of tactical nuclear weapons by Pakistan raise significant concerns about lowering the threshold for nuclear war. These weapons are smaller and more portable, making them more likely to be used in a conflict which could quickly escalate into a full-scale nuclear war. The risk of nuclear proliferation in the region remains a major concern. The spread of nuclear technology and materials increases the likelihood of these weapons falling into the hands of non-state actors or rogue states, which could have devastating consequences for global security. Dialogue and confidence-building measures between India and Pakistan are crucial to reducing the risk of nuclear conflict. Diplomatic efforts, peace talks, and military-to-military engagements can help build trust and prevent misunderstandings that could lead to an unintended escalation. It is essential for both nations to continue working towards peaceful coexistence and stability in the region. India and Pakistan have pursued different foreign policy paths, each shaped by their unique historical contexts and strategic interests. India has strengthened ties with the US and other Western powers, seeking to bolster its global standing and enhance its security framework. The Indo-US strategic partnership includes defense cooperation and joint exercises, reflecting a deepening military and economic relationship. Pakistan, on the other hand, has historically relied on its alliance with the US, which has been a cornerstone of its foreign policy for decades. However, the relationship has become strained due to differences over Afghanistan, with both nations often finding themselves at odds over strategic priorities. In response, Pakistan has increasingly turned to China as a strategic partner, seeking to diversify its alliances and reduce dependency on the US. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor underscores their growing convergence, with China investing heavily in Pakistan's infrastructure and economic development. Additionally, Pakistan maintains close ties with Saudi Arabia and Gulf countries, leveraging these relationships for economic and military support. In the event of conflict, both nations would seek support from their respective allies, drawing on these strategic partnerships to bolster their positions on the world stage. As both nations navigate the complexities of international relations, their foreign policies continue to evolve, influenced by global dynamics and regional challenges. Beyond military alliances, economic cooperation and cultural exchanges also play a crucial role in shaping these relationships, fostering mutual understanding and collaboration. Looking ahead, the foreign policy directions of India and Pakistan will likely be influenced by emerging global trends, technological advancements, and shifting geopolitical landscapes. As they continue their journey on the world stage, India and Pakistan's pursuit of support and strategic alliances will remain a defining aspect of their international relations. The US plays a complex role in South Asia. It maintains close ties with both India and Pakistan. The US-India relationship has grown due to shared concerns about China. Pakistan's support was crucial in the US-led war on terror. The US has been critical of Pakistan's support for certain militant groups. The US calls for dialogue and de-escalation between India and Pakistan. Its ability to mediate a lasting peace remains questionable. The US faces a delicate balancing act in South Asia. China's role in South Asia has grown significantly over the past few decades. This growth is not just limited to economic influence but extends deeply into military and strategic realms. Its friendship with Pakistan adds a new dimension to regional security. This alliance is often seen as a counterbalance to India's influence in the region, creating a complex web of relationships and rivalries. China has provided Pakistan with substantial military and economic assistance. This includes advanced weaponry, training, and financial investments that have bolstered Pakistan's defense capabilities. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC, has cemented their strategic partnership. This ambitious project aims to connect Gwadar Port in Pakistan to China's Xinjiang region, enhancing trade routes and economic ties. However, the project raises concerns in India over sovereignty in Kashmir. India views CPEC as a violation of its territorial integrity, as it passes through the disputed region of Gilgit-Baltistan. China is a major arms supplier to Pakistan, providing everything from small arms to advanced fighter jets. This military support has significantly enhanced Pakistan's defense posture. China's growing footprint in South Asia has strategic implications for India and the US. The presence of Chinese naval forces in the Indian Ocean and military bases in the region is viewed with suspicion by both nations. India views China's rise with apprehension. The two countries have a history of border disputes, and China's increasing influence in Pakistan only adds to the tension. China's role in South Asia will continue to shape the regional security landscape. As China and Pakistan deepen their ties, the geopolitical dynamics of the region will remain complex and multifaceted, influencing the strategies of all neighboring countries. India's economy has grown significantly, giving it an edge over Pakistan. India is the world's fifth largest economy, while Pakistan is 44th. This disparity is reflected in their defense budgets. India's defense spending allows it to modernize its armed forces. However, India's economic growth has slowed, facing challenges like poverty and unemployment. Pakistan's economy has shown signs of improvement, but remains reliant on foreign aid. Economic performance will shape future military capabilities. The economic dimension of the rivalry is crucial to understanding long-term dynamics. Predicting the outcome of a conflict between India and Pakistan is complex. India's larger and more advanced military gives it an initial advantage. Air power would be crucial in establishing air superiority. Pakistan's military is battle-hardened and has a history of asymmetric warfare. Its nuclear arsenal serves as a deterrent against large-scale Indian offensives. The mountainous terrain of Kashmir favors the defender. A protracted war would be costly for both sides. The international community would likely intervene to prevent a full-scale war. The rivalry between India and Pakistan has come at a heavy cost. Decades of conflict have resulted in countless casualties and hampered development. The path to peace lies in dialogue, not destruction. Resolving the Kashmir dispute is crucial for lasting peace. Confidence-building measures can help reduce tensions. International pressure can encourage dialogue and de-escalation. The onus lies on the leaders and people of both countries to choose peace. The international community must support genuine efforts towards peace.